Hello, everyone. It's Pastor Erica, Senior Pastor at Buechel Park Baptist Church. Is anyone else just weary? Weariness is a deep level of fatigue that doesn't just hit the body, but hits the mind and the soul. Some days I just don't want to do anything because it feels so overwhelming. Maybe you're experiencing this level of conflict and anxiety within your own spirit. This morning, I was reminded of words from a wise deacon at Buechel Park Baptist Church. I wonder what it would look like if we all chose a different posture that opens us to hearing one another in a different way. I don't know about you, but my family is a family of diverse disagreement all the time. There was always conflict going on in our household, and I used to think that that conflict was always negative or bad. But conflict is not negative, it's not evil, it's just is. It's what happens when humans get together and start having conversation. And not just like everyday conversations, but the hard conversations that we would prefer not to have. We would prefer just to remain oblivious to most of the things that go on not only in our families, but around the world. But I wonder what it looks like for us to engage in hard conversations. This deacon reminded me of a passage, the Beatitudes, the sermon in which Jesus preaches on the Mount to thousands of people. Jesus says, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called children of God." Now, peace is never the absence of conflict. If anything, it is the tension holding in the midst of conflict that we do together. I do wonder if we keep avoiding the hard conversations, specifically around race, how are we ever going to find peace for our country, for our communities, for our churches, and perhaps even for ourselves? To be a peacemaker is to find courage to engage these conversations, knowing good and well that people are going to disagree with you. But it's not just projecting your own perspective or your position on a topic. Being a peacemaker means that we hold a posture of humility that opens us up, opens our hearts, opens our ears to hearing another way, a way that may not be our own, a way that we might not ever agree with. But being a peacemaker requires us to take a posture of humility so that we can hear the voices of those that we might not even like. And sometimes they're even in our own families. Or sometimes they're on a protest line. Or sometimes they are a police officer. Or sometimes they are even our president. But Jesus calls us all to be peacemakers. And if we're going to make peace in this world around us, we must be willing to engage these hard conversations from the posture in which Christ taught us all, a posture of openness. Peace to you today.